time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Trying the left side. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Makes the grab.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Newton. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take out and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On first down from their own 22. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. Fires downfield. That's caught. It's Harris. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On target over the middle. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Drive comes from the 26-yard line. Pulls it, fired, complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To the air, it's Newton. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. looking to fire. Rushes on him.
Should have ran.
Gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. It's caught. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that play right there really shows you the trust between the quarterback and his wide receiver. They've obviously worked for hours all season long on these routes near the sideline. Nice throw, great catch.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Having a pause break. I guess. I mean, let's see if he's doing what I think he's doing. That's the motherfucker who keeps blowing shit up. Okay. We having a pause break, Mike? What are you so fucking angry about? Someone's testy. You're good. I'm just giving you shit, man. Nobody set the fucking stuff last week. The CPU force wins. Nobody set them. I was just looking at the computer scores at the bottom. Nobody set the CPU force wins last week.
We'll see what they have this possession. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Harris.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short.
Oh, great play call. He's gone.
It's a running room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, I blitzed. That was a great play call. Fuck me.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. From the gun.
Oh my God, that's crazy. He literally touched him, but didn't initiate a tackle.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. The offense changing the play.
Oh, yeah.
Fancy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Nope, you gotta kick this. Because it's 4th and 6. You are welcome to fake the kick if you would like.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this.
Just throw it right over here
He'll line
when you
it
do
up
that.
on the right side, a 37-yarder coming up.
Get over there. Get over there. Yes.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Throws to the tight end.
Oh, come on, bro.
He's loose down the middle. And he's
Give me a break.
Ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Give me a break.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Here's a heat.
That was match.
Nowhere close on that one as he
No, it wasn't. It means he would have been open, too.
Now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target.
Oh, I should have
You've got to
picked
know
play.
where your
My bad.
check down options are, because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt is in the air. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole.
Oh, horse shit.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns
Not right now,
play
okay?
this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sets up the screen.
Said what?
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the
Can't help you with that right now, okay? I'm doing something.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Moving
I had to make a
deeper
decision
into
between the two.
territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Puts it out
There you
here.
go.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the back.
Come on, bro. How are you letting him catch that?
He'll be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room.
Boy, that's an engage 8. You just ran out an engage 8 run commit and scored. This game is so broken.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into
An engage 8 run commit.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
That is just absurd.
Goes 63 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. One more snap coming before halftime. On the direct snap, it's Newton. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Come the horns, they've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Come on, bro. We got to get a knockout.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Mm.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Getting set for the point after. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back on the field. Answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides to back on the option, the give. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the back. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The give on the inside. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
What just happened, bro? Like he caught, like he got stuck in the animation. Wouldn't let me do anything.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush. And you saw it right there getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
What a terrible pass. What a terrible pass.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert.
What a terrible pass. Should be a first down easily.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it.
Wow, look at this fucking horseshit, bro.
And they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Bookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those.
I mean, you literally haven't dropped a pass all day. Like, not a single person has dropped a single pass.
Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I got it. I mean, somebody should drop something. Every single player's catching it.
Not able to get it done.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most...
I won by 40 and didn't gain a single spot, so...
This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback.
He played it well. I mean, I saw.
I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a little space.
Bro, like... He's standing right in front of him and won't block him.
DKR heating up and trying to make the down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Newton. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards.
It's offsides on you. That's the only reason I threw it.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take another shot.
I mean, my quarterback refuses to throw an accurate pass, bro. That's supposed to be a touchdown.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find.
They wanted me to go for it.
Especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville.
It don't matter because we can't stop shit, so.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Texas offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference.
I mean, you're not going to drop a single pass the entire day. That dude doesn't have sure hands. He's getting hit too.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good
No
at.
such thing as an incomplete pass anymore.
A drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. It's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as
That was almost a touchdown.
for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. He wants to change this route.
What the fuck?
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down.
Bro, that's like, you finally overthrow a pass and you get rewarded when it would have been intercepted.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on.
Good. I hope he tore his ACL.
Take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Wants to keep it in the air. The throw.
I mean, it's a cover two. Like it's Tampa 2. That's meant to stop the middle of the field.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He'll take it himself.
Nice speed boost.
And he watches it for a score. Touchdown, Texas! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to suck this game away.
If I knew how to do it, I'd have done it. I haven't gotten to any of this game.
Inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Looking to pass. It's Newton.
Wow.
Dances away to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Dude on the left ends to shed the second I snap the ball.
Not a lot of time left. I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact.
We're not even going to score.
No flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over.
Mike, I've dropped multiple passes today. Multiple. I don't hear from you. You haven't dropped a single pass. I don't think you have a single incompletion. Unless you overthrew it.
To do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they'll try to tack on 2.
Yeah, good stuff.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. As they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete.
My Lord.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've executed well in the passing game. Big challenge from a team close to them in the rankings, and it looks as if they're going to pull it out, guys.
Yeah, and you love the challenges. You want those challenges. You want to see where you stack up, and this passing game stacked up really well today. Moving forward, Palmer, I know I can trust my passing attack, and I beat a really, really good team today.
That's the thing, David. They've got to have so much confidence now throwing the football because, yeah, they were able to do it earlier in the year against teams that were unranked, but you do it on a stage like this against a team that has a number beside their name. That's a big deal.
I played underneath, too. That's the fucked up part right there.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I get it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
Good Lord, snap the ball. Shit. It's fine. All right. Fair enough.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. You couldn't do it on that last play.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here.
I knew it was coming. I couldn't get over to it.
Quarterback part of their running game. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Newton. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat, forcing the incompletion.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, but there's no time to throw it. He couldn't throw that accurate 10 yards in front of his face. There's no way he's throwing all the way to the sideline open.
Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
On the option. Now the toss. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.